Evelyn and James stood before the towering gates of Seraphel. Vines, thick as pythons, snaked around the weathered stone. The gates, once magnificent, were now scarred and etched by the passage of time. A shiver ran down Evelyn's spine. The air hung heavy with the weight of centuries. James, ever the pragmatist, pulled out his notebook. He was determined to document every detail of their adventure. Taking a deep breath, Evelyn pushed against the gate. It groaned open, the sound resonating through the deserted city beyond. Dust and silence greeted them. The air was thick with the scent of decay and something else, something ancient and unknowable. They stepped inside, the gate clanging shut behind them. They were now cut off from the familiar world, alone in the embrace of Seraphel. Evelyn and James exchanged a nervous glance. There was no turning back now. Their footsteps echoed on the dusty path, the only sound in the oppressive silence. Ahead of them, the city stretched out like a forgotten dream. Crumbling buildings lined the streets, their shadows stretching out like long fingers in the dying light. Evelyn and James walked deeper into the heart of Seraphel, their footsteps echoing softly against the ancient stones. The path beneath their feet, once paved with smooth stone, was now cracked and overgrown with vines and moss, nature reclaiming what was once hers. They passed crumbling archways, remnants of a grandeur long gone, each one telling a silent story of the past. Intricate carvings, barely discernible under layers of dust and decay, hinted at the city's glorious past, a time when it was a bustling hub of activity and culture. On every wall, every pillar, Evelyn could sense the echoes of a forgotten civilization, their whispers carried on the wind. She ran her hand over a carving of a winged creature, its eyes staring into the distance as if guarding secrets long lost to time. The city felt alive, watching them with unseen eyes, its presence almost palpable in the air. The silence was broken only by the whisper of the wind, a mournful sound that seemed to carry the city's secrets, a lament for what once was. James stopped to sketch a crumbling archway, its top lost to the ravages of time, capturing the essence of its former glory. He meticulously captured every detail, his pencil scratching against the paper, bringing the ancient structure back to life through his art. Evelyn watched him, a sense of unease growing in her heart, as if the city itself was aware of their presence. The city pressed in on them, silent and watchful, its ancient stones holding memories of a time long past. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the ruins, they stumbled upon a plaza, its vastness a stark contrast to the narrow pathways they had traversed. In the center, an obelisk rose towards the darkening sky, a solitary sentinel standing guard over the forgotten city. It was the only structure still standing, proud and tall amidst the decay, a testament to the resilience of the people who once lived here. Etched on its surface were strange symbols, a language unknown to them, yet they felt a deep connection to the ancient script, as if it held the key to understanding the city's past. Evelyn and James examined the symbols closely. Their curiosity piqued. They wondered what stories these symbols could tell, what secrets they might unlock. As twilight descended, the ruins took on an even more mysterious aura, the fading light casting eerie shadows that danced across the ancient stones. They discussed the possible meanings of the symbols, their voices a soft murmur in the stillness, each theory more fantastical than the last. Evelyn's mind raced with possibilities, each symbol a piece of a puzzle that she was determined to solve. James continued to sketch, his focus unwavering, capturing the symbols with precision, hoping to study them further once they returned. As night fell, the stars emerged, casting a serene glow over the ruins. The city, now bathed in starlight, seemed to whisper even more secrets, inviting them to stay and uncover its mysteries. Evelyn and James set up camp near the obelisk, their excitement tempered by a sense of reverence for the ancient city. They knew that their journey into Seraphel was just beginning, and the whispers in the ruins held many more stories waiting to be told. The obelisk stood in the center of the plaza, its presence commanding attention from all who entered the ancient ruins. A beacon against the fading light, it seemed to hold secrets of a bygone era, whispering tales of a civilization long forgotten. It was taller than any building they had seen in Seraphel, a city known for its towering structures and intricate architecture. Its smooth surface was a stark contrast to the crumbling ruins around it, as if it had been preserved by some ancient magic or forgotten technology. As they approached, Evelyn noticed a faint humming sound emanating from the obelisk, a sound that seemed to resonate with the very air around them. It vibrated in the air, sending a shiver down her spine, a sensation that was both unsettling and intriguing. The symbols etched on its surface seemed to writhe in the dying light, their glow pulsating as if alive, telling stories of ancient rituals and forgotten lore. James traced their contours with his fingers, his brow furrowed in concentration. He was a scholar, a seeker of knowledge, and these symbols were a puzzle he was determined to solve. He had seen similar markings in his research, but they were fragmented, incomplete, scattered across various artifacts and ruins. Here on this obelisk, they formed a complete message, a coherent narrative that seemed to beckon them closer. A riddle, perhaps, leading to the heart of Seraphel, a city shrouded in mystery and legend. As darkness fell, they discovered a hidden compartment at the base of the obelisk, a secret that had been concealed for centuries. Inside, protected from the elements, lay a scroll, its parchment delicate yet resilient, holding the weight of history within its fibers. The parchment crumbled at their touch, the ink faded but still legible, revealing words that spoke of power and destiny. The scroll spoke of a powerful relic, hidden within the city's heart, and of trials that must be faced to claim it. It was a map, a guide, and a warning all in one. Evelyn and James exchanged a look, a silent agreement passing between them. They were ready for whatever lay ahead. This was more than just an expedition now. This was a quest, a journey that would test their limits and challenge their resolve. The secrets of Seraphel were slowly revealing themselves, drawing them deeper into the city's embrace. A labyrinth of history and enigma. They knew that danger lay ahead, but the thrill of discovery, the allure of the unknown, spurred them on. Each step they took was a step into the past, a step towards uncovering the truth of Seraphel's legacy. As night enveloped the city, the obelisk symbols glowed brighter, casting an eerie light that seemed to guide their path. They prepared for the journey ahead, gathering their supplies and steeling their nerves. The path would be treacherous, but the promise of what lay at the end was too enticing to ignore. The map on the scroll detailed a route through the city, highlighting landmarks and obstacles, each one a piece of the puzzle they needed to solve. At dawn, they set off, the first rays of sunlight illuminating their path. The city of Seraphel awaited, its secrets ready to be unveiled by those brave enough to seek them. With every step, the ancient city seemed to come alive, its ruins whispering tales of glory and downfall, of heroes and villains, of love and loss. Evelyn and James moved with determination, their hearts set on uncovering the truth, their minds ready to face the challenges that lay ahead. The obelisk faded into the distance behind them, but its presence lingered, a silent guardian watching over their journey, a reminder of the secrets they had yet to uncover. And so they ventured into the unknown, driven by curiosity and the promise of discovery, ready to unlock the mysteries of Seraphel and the obelisk's secrets. Evelyn unrolled the scroll carefully, its ancient wisdom whispering beneath her fingertips. The parchment was fragile, its edges crumbling slightly as she handled it with the utmost care. Each word seemed to carry the weight of centuries, a message from a time long past. The faded ink spoke of a hidden temple, the resting place of the relic. This temple, shrouded in mystery and overgrown by the jungle, was said to hold secrets that could change the course of history. The relic it guarded was not just an artifact, but a key to untold power and knowledge. But the location was a riddle, a puzzle woven into the very fabric of the city. The scroll hinted at clues, scattered throughout the ruins, each piece of the puzzle leading them closer to the temple. It was a test of wit and perseverance, designed to keep the unworthy at bay. The scroll spoke of shadows cast by the setting sun, of a serpent's gaze and a song of stone. These cryptic phrases were more than mere words. They were the key to unlocking the temple's secrets. The serpent's gaze in particular seemed to hold a significant clue, its eyes watching over the city with an eternal vigilance. They spent the night huddled at the base of the obelisk, the cryptic words of the scroll echoing in their minds. The air was thick with anticipation and the weight of their quest. Each member of the group pondered the riddle, their thoughts racing as they tried to piece together the ancient mystery. James pored over his notes, comparing the riddle to the layout of the city. His meticulous nature and keen eye for detail made him invaluable to the team. He cross-referenced every clue, every hint, hoping to find a pattern that would lead them to the temple. It was Evelyn who made the connection. Her intuition and deep understanding of ancient cultures allowed her to see what others could not. She realized that the serpent's gaze was not just a metaphor, but a literal guide to their destination. She remembered a carving of a serpent they had passed earlier, its eyes fixed on a particular building. This building, half hidden and unassuming, was the key to their quest. The serpent's gaze was leading them to a specific location, a place where the shadows would reveal the next clue. The next morning they raced through the deserted streets, their footsteps echoing in the silence. The city, once bustling with life, now stood as a silent witness to their journey. Every corner, every shadow seemed to hold a secret, a piece of the puzzle waiting to be discovered. They found the serpent statue, its cold gaze fixed on a building half hidden in the shadows. The statue, weathered by time, still held an air of authority and mystery. Its eyes seemed to follow them, guiding them towards their goal with an unspoken command. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the city, they watched as the serpent's shadow stretched out, pointing directly at a single stone in the building's wall. The moment was surreal, as if the city itself was coming alive to reveal its secrets. The stone, now illuminated by the setting sun, stood out like a beacon. The stone, etched with a pattern of concentric circles, emitted a low hum when touched. This hum resonated through the air, a sound that seemed to vibrate with ancient energy. It was the song of stone mentioned in the riddle, a melody that had been waiting for centuries to be heard. It was the song of stone mentioned in the riddle. The sound was both eerie and beautiful, a testament to the craftsmanship and knowledge of the ancient builders. It was a signal, a confirmation that they were on the right path. With a deep breath, Evelyn pressed the stone. Her heart pounded in her chest as she felt the stone give way under her touch. This was the moment they had been waiting for, the culmination of their efforts and determination. A grinding sound echoed through the plaza as a section of the wall slid open, revealing a dark and narrow passage. The air was thick with dust and the scent of ancient stone. The passage beckoned them forward, a gateway to the unknown, the entrance to the hidden temple. It stood before them, a testament to the ingenuity and mystery of the ancient civilization. The temple, hidden for centuries, was now within their reach, promising answers and discoveries beyond their wildest dreams. Eager to see what happens next? Like this video and subscribe to Mystical Mysterium for more thrilling chapters of the Enigmatic Echo. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss a single moment of the adventure.